Hello, everybody. So
Oop,
we're doing
what
more of the
the?
test stuff.
Oh, that was an accident. That was an accident. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody day going? Oh, is the name wrong? Ugh. No, it's not wrong. Okay. Yep, yep. Getting everything posted. There we go. Yeah, I'm the only one on the server right now. It is unfortunate, as you could say. Might be a little too early for everyone. I don't know. Bit sad, isn't it? Uh, Bit sad. Hopefully people will join, but I don't know. I don't know. Hello. Yeah, the server's literally empty right now. That's how it goes. Oh, is my mic working? Yes, it is. Never mind. Hello, hello. I don't know. Maybe people will start piling in at the actual time. I don't know. The hell happened? Hey, what happened here? What happened to the ship? Why is it a superstructure with no ship? I also know this is what is it? Veritas? I can't remember the name. Yeah, yeah, I know this is a tag. I don't know what happened to it. Who did this? Who? The turrets are nice. I'll say I like the turrets. But what happened to the hull? We're in wild times, sir. Wild times. People building superstructure with no hull. It's sad, isn't it? Hello.
Yeah, well,
Hey Max, how's it going? Gonna start
all
a
right.
build rush soon.
You what?
I'm gonna start a build rush soon. Oh my eyes.
Are you?
Yeah, I meant to announce it earlier, but I may have been asleep.
Ah, it's it's kind of looking like you're the only one online.
Yeah, it is. People get on later. They usually get on after the official announcement. I don't know why.
Uh, well,
That and I know two people will be late anyway, so.
I'm gonna say, like, I mean, it is like, Friday in the middle of the day. I mean, probably
Yep.
some people are still working or in school.
Yeah, I get that. I was gonna do it at 4 today, but I forgot to change the thing, so too late now.
Uh,
Too
so you're
late.
just gonna kind of stand by and see if people show up later.
Yeah, I can wait right today. I don't mind waiting today. I don't got anything planned today. I had something planned last week, which is why I
Mhm.
set it back.
Gotcha.
Most recent ship I've been working on is New Orleans, or well, Astoria specifically. But
Nice.
WMJ gave me the plans. He found those really good plans. I have
Where
to
do you find
armor.
them?
I don't know where he found them. I know like there's a site, but I don't know like how he found that site. And it's very interesting. There's no torpedo protection around the magazine because the magazine is basically in the bow.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's a really weird magazine. There's just a random AA magazine in the middle of it. And when I say that, I mean like there's still so there's two sides at this one point. It's separated down the middle. One side's 8 inch, and the other side is just like 1.1 inch for some reason. I don't know why they separated the magazine like that just to put a AA mag.
Hmm.
It's a bit
Sounds
weird.
like you're not a fan.
I'm not a fan of the possibility of the ship exploding because there's an AA mag with slightly weaker armor because I'm not going to armor an AA mag as much. I already recorded one of the Emil Berton videos. I gotta throw that up soon. I meant to do that yesterday, like late yesterday, and I forgot to.
Nice.
I will start recording for a restart of the basics series because I want to do that, and that's probably gonna be my first series with actual editing in it. Very basic stuff, but I got
Like
access to oh, go ahead.
access to what?
I got access to Premiere Rush. I can do stuff in Premiere Rush. I've used it
Oh, okay.
before.
Nice.
I don't want to use actual Premiere because I'm used to Premiere Rush.
Can't say I'm familiar with either of them. That's Adobe, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I use the freebie ones.
Yeah, Premiere Rush is free. That's the only reason I use it. But
Oh, I see.
yeah, I don't pay for any other Adobe stuff. I don't like paying for Adobe stuff, man.
No, of course not. Everything you can pay for Adobe, you can find a free version of something else somewhere.
Yep. Let's take a look at Neil Breton real quick. This is a little French light cruiser. It's an odd
So
ship.
your basic series, is that just going to be like shipbuilding 101 kind of stuff? Do you
Yeah, I think
mean?
I already have a basics series. I just want to revamp it. I think
Yeah.
it's a bit old, and I think I could make it look a lot better.
hmm
And
Um,
oh,
how
go ahead.
come sh- how come like have you thought about like just using our the high caliber YouTube channel, or do you prefer to use your own?
It's not that I don't care about using the high caliber YouTube channel. It's number one, I don't have access to it, and number two,
Oh, I
I
can get it.
sometimes, yeah, I sometimes do other stuff on my own channel. So it's like, it's easy to stay into that channel. It's not me
Yeah.
not trying to direct, because the entire reason I do it is to direct stuff to the server.
Well, it's just that, like, I mean, we have our own fans from the other videos, and I mean, subscribers and whatnot,
Yeah,
and then, I
I get
mean,
that.
it doesn't. But like, you can keep. I don't have a problem if you want to just keep it on your own account. But I feel like at the very least, I know in the YouTube channels you can make like little what
Oh,
posts or
links. Oh,
shares
oh,
or something.
oh yeah, I should be linking the channel. That's my bad. I didn't think about that. I've just been linking the server itself.
Well, and vice versa too. Like, I think on our channel we should be able to like link to your videos somehow.
Oh yeah, it's not very
So,
hard.
yeah, it should be a two-way thing, um is what I was thinking. But yeah,
Say we'll be on in 15 minutes.
uh,
I don't know. WMJ is gonna be late. Was gonna be late 30. Oh yeah, I should at everyone. My brain a little tired right now.
probably wouldn't hurt to kind of maybe put some thought into making stuff easier for builders too. Like, I've talked before about trying to make a system to automatically spawn in a cannon, for example, by either by a command or somehow. But
Oh, Goldfinch got in and left. What happened there? There we go. Oh, so it's like simpler to just get a cannon in. You don't have to
yeah,
place
so
them with
like
glass.
imagine you just stand at where you want the barrel to be, and then you just type in a command, and it puts a whole breech barrel right there.
Yeah, doesn't bother me too much. I like being able to place the cannon manually because it shows me how far it juts out.
Yeah, but then, like, I don't know, people get confused about how long it needs to be exactly, get the length wrong,
Yeah,
and stuff like that. And I know building with those glass panes can be a little tricky. And think about it like from somebody who's not used to Minecraft's
yeah.
perspective.
Oh, there
And,
is something I gotta say. So in the next snapshot, there is something that is a bit concerning, a little bit for signs. Uh, the ability to right-click and change signs is a little. I don't know how that will interact if this server ever gets updated after to whatever they're
mm,
doing. Because that was in a
I'll
snapshot.
probably is there some trick that you have to do to you just right click on any sign, or you have to
Yeah,
hold something,
you just right-click and it changes it. But if I remember, there's a beeswaxed versions of signs that you can't change if you put beeswax on it.
Yeah, and sure, it probably shouldn't be hard to just prevent them from doing it entirely, but then
Like,
again, it's already kind of an existing issue right now that, I mean, players who have the ability to place signs in one of the worlds can kind of, in theory, make any sign.
yeah.
That's not really restricted at all.
It's just I thought it would be decent to bring up because it's like you right click the sign and you'll be able to change the text. I don't know if maybe that could be helpful
Hmm.
in some way to some signs maybe. I don't know.
If you were to do it on an active ship, you would most likely just break the sign. Like, it would,
Hmm.
because how the code works is when you right click the sign, it checks the sign text first to determine what kind of sign it is, to see if it to before it bothers looking for that piece of equipment and doing whatever it needs to do for that click. So, like, if it was a, I don't know, a TDC sign, for example, and then you rename the top line from TDC to something else, when you right click on the sign, it's just simply going to not function because it's, or even if you were to rename it to something else that was valid, like I changed it to like battery, TDC to battery, it's what would that do? Kind of depends. Some of the signs actually like do replace their text all the time and would just simply fix themselves on the next update. But not all the signs do that. The now like if you were to like change TDC to battery and if it doesn't fix itself, which I don't think it would, um, it would it would still like update. It wouldn't update the first line, but it would update the other lines probably. But if you tried to use the sign, it wouldn't function because when it clicks, like I said, the first thing it checks is what the name of the sign is, and if it's a invalid name, it won't work. And then if you change it to a valid name like battery, like I said, and you clicked on it, then it would try to look for a battery sign at that spot, but one was never registered with the ship. It only registers the signs when it first starts up. So yeah, you would basically just break the interactions if you tried to rename the signs.
Oh, interesting. There's another
So
odd thing they're adding to Minecraft eventually is pots.
pots,
Yeah, there's like 20
aren't
of them.
aren't there already like planners or like what kind of pots?
Like big decorative pots. And I was thinking, if you ever wanted to do individual shell types, that's how you do it.
Um, Let me see. What version is this that you're talking about?
It's not out yet. It's not out yet. That's
But what
snapshot
version is
stuff.
it going to be?
I think
What is
21.
it? 21, not 20? Because we're on 119 right now.
Are we on 119? Hold on. I need to check. Yeah, it would be 20 then, wouldn't it? 20
I
is
would
looking a little
assume.
interesting.
Let's
We'll get
see.
like two different
Monday,
woods.
Chiseled bookshelf. I don't see pots.
It was very recent. It might be 21. I don't know. It might be 21. It's just in the new snapshots that there's these big old pots. And they have different actually they have four different states on each of them at least because they can have each of the different types of marking on them on each four faces.
That's unique on each face.
Yeah, you can make it unique on each face or you can make it the same on each face.
So it's
It's like
directional then.
yeah. So I don't know what could be done with that. It sounds like there probably could be something done with that though.
Um,
Oh no, new
I don't know.
Minecraft stuff's weird.
I'm trying clay pot, damp clay pot.
Yeah, and
It doesn't show any pictures of it.
let me see. Minecraft clay pot.
Oh, here we go. Decorated pots. And how do they get decorated though?
There's these things you gotta in the base game at least. What you gotta do is find something called suspicious sand or suspicious gravel, and you gotta dust it off, and it will give you like a pot piece. You slap it on. I don't know. I don't know how
I,
that would be.
I was gonna say that kind of is complicating it here with the sides. I don't know how exactly code wise that's achieved, and
Yeah,
you know, I'm
it's a
not really
bit
sure how you.
odd.
I guess I'm not sure how you're picturing this could be used for shells, but
Yeah, I could be wrong. I could be. I'm not
um,
gonna say I'm the meister of big ideas here. So
yeah, say I do. I've seen some pictures of it and stuff, and it talks about it, but I kind of need to see like the actual data values and stuff, and I don't think they have that published yet.
probably not. Might be able to find it through the snapshot code though. But my brain. I had an idea a second ago and I lost it. All right, let me see. What was I trying to think of? Oh, that's what I was trying to think of. I apparently confused some people with one of the ideas I put up for fence gates. Because we got a couple fence gates that we don't use, like the mangrove one.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how the issue right now is you can't really do a barrel shroud between doubles because it just leaves the middle slot empty.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I feel like that could be fixed with a fence gate. Just make it the texture when it's open two basically trap doors. Except on the
Problem is that you look at some of the other stuff fence gates have been used for, and they've been kind of used for like, I don't,
weird.
I get you like it, but it's kind of just all appearance wise for me. Whereas like we've used it's directional, it has the toggle ability, and so
Oh yeah,
it's
that's
works
true.
great for things like landing gear and propeller,
Oh
and
no, I'm not. I'm
and
not.
like the reason why they're not taking it is because I've just been saving them for planes and tanks and old school stuff, possibly,
That's
or
fine with me.
yeah.
I was just throwing something out there. It doesn't bother me two bits.
But but I have to admit, I'm not exactly. I can't picture what you're picturing either,
A
So
lot of
like
people can't. I understand. It's
maybe if you can draw it down or something, or model it with blocks, or get some sort of image, maybe we can figure out a way to make what you want
yeah,
somehow without using using something else maybe.
yeah. It would have to be something. Actually, no, it probably wouldn't because you just have to do two face. I can see how it's possible without fence gate.
Let's say get like a double barrel cannon, like you're thinking of. Take a picture of it and draw it on it or something.
No, no,
I
that's
don't know.
not. It's not. It's not a. It's not a. It's not a double barrel cannon itself. It's more like to do with the fact that you know how most like when you're doing doubles, usually they have a space apart. So if you're trying to do a shroud, it usually
Mhm.
doesn't have anything in between. You,
And so you want like the shroud like on opposite ends so it can cover the barrel?
yeah,
Because you only have okay, because otherwise you'd use canvas or something, but there's only one gap space in between and you can't cover both barrels. Is that right?
yeah.
Okay, okay.
Which you could probably do with another block. Now that you said it, yeah, you probably could just do that with a. I was worried about the backface culling part, but there's probably a way to
Possibly.
do it with it.
Yeah. Ballistic's been doing some modeling here and there, so maybe he could. I don't know if you talked to him about it yet, but maybe he can
I
help
posted
also.
it. I posted it in suggestions, and I think I confused everyone with it, other than like two people.
Well, like I said, I mean, it took me a moment, but now I get what you're saying,
Yeah,
but yeah, you just want to. Well, actually, what you're can it be made out of canvas?
maybe.
What were you picturing?
No, I was saying canvas or like black or something. It had to be
What?
like a
See, the
common one.
reason why I was thinking canvas is one potential use is you could make like a suspended walkway that has canvas on both
Yeah,
sides, sort of thing.
no, canvas works
Um,
perfectly. I think in the suggestion I said literally either canvas or black, just something commonly
yeah.
used.
hmm I'm just trying to think what. Of course, to make it for walkways and stuff, you'd have to make it so you can walk through it,
Yeah,
and
which would
possibly a pressure plate, a flipped pressure plate or something.
could be a pressure plate actually. We got a couple that aren't in use. By a couple, I mean a lot.
Yeah, and I think they are directional because they have that. Or no, wait, no, they're not.
Huh.
Shit.
Ooh, 3 viewers. This is banging.
Mm,
Nah. All right, I'm just waiting for people to get on. I got time to wait this time. I'm not. I don't have anything planned. If that makes any sense.
yeah.
Last week I had stuff that I was gonna do, and that's why I actually hosted it early. I meant to host today at 4, but I forgot to change the time. So that's my fault. That's completely my fault. But I've already stuck it to 2, so I'm sticking and I'm just waiting.
All right.
I still need to do the camo for Bolzano. I don't feel like doing it. It's such a
I haven't
complex
even
camo.
seen the. Let's see. What are they building? Okay, I
They're
see them.
doing.
I'm opening the document.
Uh, basically little coastal BVs or monitors, whatever you can call them,
Oh,
because there's not much of a difference. I had this
it's kind of
conversation with Say.
a big one, isn't it?
Oh, they're tiny. They only fit in
Yeah.
DDs. That's their limit. And I've seen people make coastal VVs slash monitors, and I know they fit in destroyer
Okay.
pots. Courtesy of Say, so
Oh
you
yeah,
can
you
thank
see
Say
them.
for that.
Okay, I see.
He also told me to raise the budget. I did.
What is the budget?
It's like 2.5, I think.
It's I don't see it on the paper here. Or
Displacement.
tons? You
Oh
talk
no, it
about?
has a displacement. It has a displacement limit. It doesn't have a
Okay,
budget.
okay. It was like 2.5 million. Yeah, I thought you were talking about money.
Yeah, that would be a decent. Actually, that would be pretty bad budget thinking about it. And then I know the weird battle cruiser comp that's going pretty well from what I've seen. Like I like the ships in that. That's some interesting stuff. And I know there's some people that are gonna do it last minute because
Always.
they've told me they were gonna do it last minute. So I said it's probably a very bad idea considering the size of the ships they're doing.
Yeah, probably.
195 blocks. I mean, long and most of them are full width of the cruiser plot, so
Mm.
not exactly tiny. Say's is an interesting one. Oh yeah, his is a his is based on Italian looks that got converted into Russian. So that was a pretty common thing that happened. The Italians would sell the Russians something. They'd Russianize it, aka make it worse.
Of course. At least it didn't start out Russian. It had that going for it.
Yeah, that is a very big advantage. Unless you're a British ship and you got sent to Russia, then you come back and you literally do not work.
Yeah.
Archangelisk, or if I can't remember, Royal Sovereign. The turrets couldn't even move. They got frozen in place because they didn't move them once during the Russian use. There's some
No, no,
weird.
careful.
And then they got one of the most difficult refits, one of the most extensive refitted ships known to man, Giulio Cesare, and then they ruined that one. You can hate on the Italians' designs all you want. You can say they did good refits.
I'm gonna go go start make something to eat, but I'll be back in a bit.
Alright, that's fine with me.
All right, I'm just gonna mute myself here.
I will also be back for a second because I have food.
All right, see you in a few.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, WMJ can't make it for 4 hours. I don't think he got his estimate right. I'll be right back. Wow. WMJ, bro, I went AFK to eat for a second. What just happened? Why did OBS disconnect? Spades just like DDoSed me. I don't know what the hell just happened there. Can I not get DDoSed by Spades next time? Welcome, sir. Goofy little goober. Well, I know who the team captains are gonna be. Isn't that cool, Say? You get to be a team captain. And so does Mew. If he's participating. It's probably gonna be 2 teams this time. I don't know. More people will be around. It's 2:30 the threshold or something? I don't know. What? I'm eating venison and realizing the community doesn't know what a calendar is? Listen, Say, that's a little harsh. A little harsh. Not really. They've known for a while now. WMJ apparently does not know what a calendar is. Or is it a clock? Oh yeah, I forgot that was it Block that was installing all these buttons around here? Oh yeah, I forgot this one doesn't work half the time. He needs to fix this one. Inland. At least gives some audio for people to listen to. I wish I could find some non-copyright music. It's just I don't wanna do that right now, man. Have some lo-fi in the background or something. I don't know. Aren't all the music discs on non-copyright? You want to listen to the music number one, I don't think all of our music disc songs are non-copyright. They might be, but there's a chance that one or two of them might not be. And number two, that's such a pleasing thing to listen to for someone listening to a stream. Yeah, I want to listen to Bugle Boy. But if you're talking about the Minecraft discs themselves, I think you're allowed to play them if You're playing. I don't think they get mad at you for playing them. You're playing Minecraft. What does Pig Step have on it right now? Do you know? No background music. Yeah, I want to add background music. Something I genuinely want to add. Something I'll do in the well, not right now. I'll be completely fair with you say and not right now. And say not right now is what I mean. Ugh. I'm small and not verified. I've had a video taken down because of copyrighted music once before, and it was way long ago. It's when I live streamed my friends and I playing Black Ops 3 Zombies, man. I can apparently use Pig Step without being copyright claimed. Did you look it up? Yeah, we'll play some Pig Step. No. I guess we won't play some Pig Step. Hey, it's Derp. Hey, 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 hey. Derp is came just to betray me, I see. No, that's just enough A's. I don't know what you're talking about. Which HMS Australia, the battle cruiser or the cruiser? Because there's two different HMS Australias. Rip. Yeah. But yeah, which one? Which HMS Australia? Battle cruiser? Okay. Why? Is there any specific reason? No. In fairness, I never finished Mines, but that's because I don't want to finish that ship. That ship, bad. Made the engines too big. Listen, it can't be as bad as Tag with no Hoff over here. The Tag with no Hoff. I don't. Why is this here? Whose is this? I don't know why they did this. You know what? Whoever did this, you know what they could do? They could turn it into a they could turn it into a low draft ship if they wanted to. Oh no! Say no! I just noticed something about the guns. Say what the goof? Oh wait. No, the turrets are fine. It's just it looks like you could just hit the breach instantly. Just sail a shot over, bang. Technohoff. I see. You gotta remake the turrets and the hull, which means you also have to screw up the already done interior. Good job, Sith. You got the 2 dynamo rooms. Oh, you can change the armory now. Also, why does the armory have bunks in it? So you can sleep next. You know you can do that without being in the armory, right? No. Ah, these goofy little engines. Dude, Austrian turbines are weird. Why are they so skinny? I know I made these engines, but God, why are the Austrian turbines so small? We never figured that out. We never figured out why those engines were so tiny, man. They were just like strips. Which is like really odd. I know you're working with Goom on that one. Have you ever heard of exhaustion? I haven't. I've started a lot of ships. Oh yeah, you're still using this turret. Makes me happy that you could find a use for this turret. It still doesn't explain why Austrian turrets seem to change design almost every single turret, but bum bum. Listen, I know pre-dread turrets. You mean the different ratio of circles? They're literally just different ovular ratios, man. They're just different length of ovals, man. It ain't that deep. Yeah, they change a bunch on their. Well, granted, they only designed like 3 dreadnoughts, but Gangart. I'll tell you something about this Ganget, man. It definitely will not uh go in any shallow areas. This ship is not built for that. This ship can even in like normal areas might hit a rock. I know that's a common Russian practice, but not everyone beaches their ships. It's mainly a German and Russian thing. Say we know. We know, sir. Yeah, only three dreadnought designs. Only three dreadnought designs that they actually started work on. Is what I meant. You can't even argue that one because it's actually less. Yeah, yeah, it was actually less. Maybe they should have selected a design, right, and just stuck with it instead of going through 40 billion designs to please the Germans. I'm simply tomfooling about. Say, that's what I'm doing. I'm just saying, maybe they shouldn't have done like 30 billion designs and not selected one. Especially when their shipbuilding industry consisted of Hungary. Say that's it, you're getting trapped with the Hungarian shipbuilders. That's a fate worse than death for say, is being stuck with Hungarians. No, I'm pretty sure that he would prefer being with me than being with the guys that made one of the worst battleships known to man. Svent is fun. That Svent? You know how freaking bad Svent was, man. Not French, yeah, but it's might as well be. Surprised that thing floated at all. And you are too. Don't even deny it. You are surprised that thing could float. I forgot how undersized was Svent because it was made in what, a destroyer dock, wasn't it? Yeah, but it was a battleship that had to be made in a small steamliner dock, as you say. I forgot how undersized it was. That is goofy looking, man. It looks like it was put together by a couple of drunk people. Not saying the Hungarians are drunks. Although, from what I can tell, the Austrians are. So racist that, they caused the collapse of a nation. Let's go. The average Balkan mindset. Someone looks slightly different than you. Say you need to go on that Balkan grind. The Romanian workout is stealing 50 women's purses a day. It's good for your cardio. Say, why haven't you taken up the Romanian workout? That's my question. It's very efficient. It makes you money and it works you out. Oh God, I might have to postpone this again. I wish people could read their calendar. No, there's something going on tomorrow. I think there is. Right? Say, correct me if I'm wrong. Fleet stuff, right? I don't think that will change anything. No, say, because you'll have conundrum where someone just has something come up. Yeah, I would think. This makes me sad. But we'll still get it done. What even goes on tomorrow? Fleet thing? Yeah, I was last time, but I'm also uh a lot less tired this time, and that day was not going great, bro. That day wasn't it. That day was really not it. But right now, I'm all golden. I'm peachy. Yeah, well, I've heard a lot of people are not exactly agreeing with the how it's been run, which I don't blame them. You got people trying to clearly skew the. Oh, they switched payment style? Why? Because they had utterly lost their entire fleet because of a mistake they made? Oh, hey Max. Max back. How's it going?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How's it going?
might have to postpone again. It doesn't bother me too much. We were talking
Yeah.
about the fleet event that's happening and how I have not heard the greatest things recently, but
Oh.
it's not because they like the activity, that's not it. You're not allowed to build a fort. I thought you were last time. I thought you were allowed to build one last time. Yeah. Which team are you on? Because I want to have opinions from all sides. Red? Does that mean you got shelled from 40 billion feet away? But I mean, yeah, it's a bit weird. Okay. Oh, so Stidge is blue, I'm guessing? His team's blue? Yeah, from the little bit I know. And this isn't like perfect or anything. Yeah, he's an event organizer. Okay. From the little bit that I do know, it seemed a little like he was trying to bias it towards subs, and he kind of failed from what I can tell. Yeah. Well, he also has kind of weird ideas on subs that I don't agree with, so. I've also been one of the few people to say that a medium to small size sub is probably better than a large sub on this server. And I've stuck by that gun for a while. You only need 4 tubes up front, 2 in the back. You don't need anything more. Okay. No, I mean, a sub could do well in that situation. It's just, let's say we don't have many people trained well with subs. The only players that have really gotten good at sub experience are probably players from early on, back when we still did cruise, because that's the only time we really had decent amount of subs in combat. If that makes any sense to anyone. Because I was I remember I was on a sub crew with Goom and Carter. We could clean house in that sub. It was easy. It was easy to clean house in a sub like that. I think it was Tang. It might have been Tang that we did it in. It wasn't that hard to clean house. Me and Goom were able to run it on our own, with me doing all the reloads, repairs, that kind of stuff, and he was on he was at the con. He's just not doing it right. No, I'm fine with trying to make subs more used, but I think one of the general problems that you're gonna come up with it is yeah, no, just let things go how they go. Don't. There's no need to. You build off of it. Like, for example, say, I'm not gonna be rude here when I say this. I didn't expect you to win that build comp. I looked at the designs, all that stuff. I don't know who I expected to win. I don't think I expected anyone. Because I'd never go into the preconceived notion that someone's going to win, right? Because it's stupid. Don't ever go into the preconceived notion that one design's going to win because of this. You need to check. You need to understand that our preconceived notions are almost always wrong. Why are you breaking stuff?
Say no more. He's breaking shit.
Oh, someone did do that. What the? The trapdoor bandit. This same person screwed up one of Spade's vessels. I remember they flipped all all of Spade's. Oh, you're the one that did that? You're the one that flipped all of. Yeah, so I mean, I also don't like the kind of thing where people think right now that you have to build around making subs useful. You don't. Yeah, that'd be annoying trying to build, don't you think, Derp? Oh, I'm not allowed to flip trapdoor. He already has it in okay. But yeah, I mean subs are already useful. I don't if you get a good 2-3 man crew up to them, they'll work perfectly fine. Ooh, hello. Not this goober. I like its hull. It's a very nice hull. It's still Peter Scram though, meaning it was designed by 3 guys in a shed. Goofy. How do you work in a group? It's not that hard, you just communicate. Oh, this Mew going back to his. Oh yeah, he's going back to his mini hood. Might as well. And they also get to show it off for the stream. No, no, Derp, that ain't right, boy. That don't no 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 don't say that again. Are you a crack addict? Classic pirate? What did he do? Uh, in fairness for pirate, sometimes that happens with real designs. But considering the width you have at the forward, I don't think that's an actual thing that should be a problem. It's not the goofy goober Astoria mag. This is the Goofy Goober Astoria mag that is just really weird. It is really odd, to say the least. Granted, it's a powder mag, but I'm gonna put shells in it. I'd rather have my shells not above the waterline. Yeah, look at the Goofy Goober Astoria mag, man. Look at that, bro. That's a Goofy Goober. You got the lift goes right here. You got another lift that goes, let me see, right here. This is an AA mag. I see that it's a smile. You're lucky I don't have the plot claimed right now. Anyway, uh, this right here is an AA mag, the one I'm standing in. Here's an 8-inch right here. There's two 8-inch ones right here. This is a full-sized 8-inch. This is handling room, and this is 8-inch. This is usually powder though. What are you doing? Why is he wearing a funny hat? He's a wizard. Gekeki. Now, since I'm streaming, I know Block won't spawn in his, which is sad. I like looking at his. Especially because it's more done than everyone else's. Where's the build rush? There's no people here. I might have to postpone it again. Oh, man, that's just how it goes. I don't mind. Not this time at least. I don't mind at least because I'm not in a bad mood. I'm vibing right now. So leave me alone, Spades. I'm gonna spy on Say. Oh no, Say, why does it have deck torpedo tubes? What? Who did this? It has no hull torpedoes, and it has a deck torpedo tube. It's cursed. Listen, Derp, I'm sorry. No, I said it had to be hull mounted. Hull mounted. I mean, you can keep those. I'm not saying they can't stay. It's just a bit weird. A bit goofy, you could say. Oh, Torps are here. Why does this look like a seal?
Hello.
That's a paravan. Hello, Blue. My bad, Baliste. My brain shuts off a little bit sometimes, every once in a while. I really don't want to postpone this build rush, but I might have to again. I don't think there's enough people.
How many people do you have?
Let's see. Say probably. I bet you would probably do it. I don't know if Derp would do it. And I don't know who Rear Admiral Lord is. No, Derp says no. Lame. I'll do it next. I'll do it next weekend. I'll have to change it to April build rush, but yeah, that's fine with
Who
me.
the hell is Ganthan?
Ganthan?
Brett.
That's my homie Ball.
No, I give
Rear
him
ad
shit for this every time.
Ganthan.
Why are you Ganthan? Do you want to
Hmm.
be Ganthan now?
Well, it's the name I used for most of my other games before I even came here, and it's the name I still use in a lot of my games. So
That's fair. Rear Admiral Lord. That is a name.
that yeah, that is very.
When I first saw that, I was like, I saw it on Dine Map, and I was thinking there was some actual rear admiral, and I'm like, what the hell?
Homie's on Minecraft, man. He's exploiting us. He's
How are
getting
you
our
doing, Max?
secrets.
How are you doing, Max?
All right.
You don't
How well
sound
is
too thrilled.
your comp build going, Ball?
To be honest with you, I haven't touched it in a while.
I didn't think you did. I was just wondering.
Yeah, I think I burnt myself out trying to work on it too fast.
I'm just wondering what stage it is. I'm not trying to make you build
Oh,
it.
no.
Build it, damn it.
It's still in the same state it was last time.
Oh,
Basically
so that's
everything
pretty.
but the interior for the superstructure and the upper decks. All the
Yeah,
engineering is done, the armor's done, the fuel's done, all that stuff.
yeah,
I
that's
did.
good.
I did start on the code to add your breaches
Oof.
ballistic.
Sweet.
Um,
How's that going?
well, it was a little while back, and then then I got sick, and then I've just been on kind of a break because I've been a little burned out too. But I'm hoping to get back to working on it again soon.
I didn't even know you were sick. You doing better?
Oh yeah, it was like a week ago.
That's good.
Well, good. Good luck with that, Max.
But I'd also hearing you guys bicker and stuff makes me want to. I really need to get on my long range gunnery and torpedo periscope changes.
That would be kind of disgusting, say. That would be pretty damn disgusting, actually, yes. It would be cool. Oh, yeah, it's cool to make it easier to hit one of the mags than the other mag.
What did say?
He was saying that one of his mags should be a block higher than the other.
Oh,
I don't like that idea at all.
Why not?
Don't worry, I'm deleting both. Why not? Just because it's a hazard.
have no magazines, and you'll be strong.
You also won't be able to shoot anything.
That's fine. You don't
Mm.
need to shoot things.
Oh shoot, no! I forgot the slash.
Just have an ammo barge docked next to you that you grab your shells from.
That'll work.
Efficient design right there. Have two ship to use one ship.
Make sure your barge is on the opposite side of where the bad guy is.
All your displacement can be used to armor. Easy dub. Granted, you'll go like 12 knots, but that's okay. What if you're pinched between two ships? You just have another ship on the other side of the barge.
Has this happened to you, Dirk?
I'm almost certain it's happened to Derp. Not yet. You're gonna let it happen? Ooh, what are you working on right now, Ball?
I am extending the whole of my little coastal monitor down.
This
so
guy
I can
has like
float.
Aegis guns on it, man.
Yeah, it's a Libertad class coastal battleship. A very old thing. It's got two 9-inchers, 4 5-inch, and 4 3-inch cannons with an 8-inch belt and 50-millimeter deck. So
Yep.
I was just picturing, what if players get out of hand with the tow rope system and like they have a ship that's all magazine, and then they have a barge that has just a cannon on it, and then there's a barge that has just the engines on it, and you have a modularized array of ships.
I have a feeling that that wouldn't be very efficient just for the fact that would cost billions.
But I
Oh
think it might
God,
cost quite a significant amount.
I've created monsters.
These two were already monsters. You haven't created them. You're just giving them a new idea.
These
I
two.
know.
Who's the
Feeding
other
them. I fed them.
one? You said these two. Who's the other one? Besides
Derp.
Animal.
Derp
Derp.
and say.
Oh, yes, I
You
forgot.
don't see derp? Are you ignoring derp?
Hey, say, there is something I just noticed. Why do you have windows directly where a barbette will go? For the, secondaries.
Is it because he's just a CPO? Is that why ballistic that you don't acknowledge derp?
Bruh.
Is it because he's Australian?
Pirate
I'm just,
design.
I'm just not
You didn't have
used
to
having
DM me
internet
that.
on.
Because they could still see it on stream.
Where we go.
Don't you love that I'm willing to put input into your ships while I, very little input. Not very helpful input, but it's still input.
Hey, Flame.
Yeah.
That small ship you saw me building is 146 fuel enough for that?
Probably, if it doesn't have a big engine. I don't assume it does.
No, it's only got 2 magma.
That should be enough. You're asking the guy who's made ships that have, like, some of the worst fuel ratios known to man, by the way.
That's fair.
Bolzano has 25 mag and only has, like, 600 fuel. Granted, it's Italian, so it having short range isn't exactly, wrong.
Yeah, we are floating pretty. Oh, by the way, Flame, do you want to see my Gustav?
Yeah, let's see Gustav.
It's not done yet, but almost there.
Gustave. Fringa.
Did you have other stuff to send me, ballistic, besides just those breaches? For whenever I get around to doing an update.
No, not right now. I'm still considering doing the dual 5-inch model, but I think that's for a later time.
We'll get to
I know a lot of people want them, but
take your time. We're not gonna force you.
I say more. I mean, they're pretty necessary for a lot of people who like to do realistic builds, but I can also see them being abused quite badly.
Yeah, I can also see that. Which, I mean, I mean, there should be drawbacks. Like, if you're gonna do that, it should be less accurate.
Less accuracy, much longer reload.
Yeah, because I
you
mean,
got 2 gun crews fighting each other for ammo and fighting for a.
Or it could just be like the dual 20 millimeters that literally have no difference at all.
That could
it
work.
just shoots one shell.
Or what you could have it do
That would
is
work though.
the barrels can't fire at the same time. They have to fire in alterations. You like fire one, a couple seconds later, you can fire the other one.
Yeah, there's multiple things of. I might have said them before, but there's a couple ways you could do it. If you're doing both shooting at the same time, that implies the singular gun mount, which I mean the cradle, which means it would be significantly less accurate. Or if you're doing it one after the other, that's just basically like having two. It's not really much different, other than the fact they're more compact. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And granted, some people would like to spam them, but it also means they need a big magazine.
Big old magazine.
The Schwerag class, I love you.
Yeah, it came out a lot better. I had to combine like 4 different versions of this class and the ships in it.
Yeah.
to get this combination because no single version really had the layout that I wanted. So I took the stacks from the Spherige,
Yeah.
the secondary layout from the Gustav V, and I think the tower is also from the Gustav V. So
Huntsman, not that scary. I've had a brown, what is it, brown recluse on my arm before.
that sounds fun.
Yeah, we get a lot of black widows and brown recluses down here,
Where are you from?
Florida.
Oh, nice. Also, I want to show you this real quick.
Do they jump? They can.
Look at this. I don't know if this is right, but I've been trying to kind of come up with an armor standard for different armor thicknesses. Like, say you look at schemes,
Yeah.
I have the thicknesses over here on signs. I'm trying to come up with something.
Yeah, I know because I kind of do that a bit, unless I don't have the displacement.
Mhm.
I would say with the torp protection, I think I've told you this before. What the most effective way to do it is one block clear, one block clear.
Yeah, this is just same hole demonstrating that.
Yeah, 406 would probably, so that's what, 16 inch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Seems about
Yeah.
right.
The only ones that really used it, or that would have used it, would be Montana. But I think didn't
Uh,
Yamato have like 400 and something?
yeah, and then you got the KGV. No, oh, let me remember my things. Okay, so Montana's would have had what? If I remember, it was 14.6. And then the KGVs have either 15 or 14.5. It depends because there's a bunch of logs about it. Basically, you order to a certain standard and it's within a certain amount. Uh,
Mhm.
you have the Yamatos with what, 14.2 or something like that. I don't remember what the
I
Yamatos
don't know.
directly, but you got to remember their armor was also lower quality.
Mhm.
I think that's about it. Maybe Nelson's with 13.
Nelson's, I think, were like 350 at the front and the forge section of the Citadel.
Nelson class. Well, there's a quick way to look that up. Armor, 13 to 14.
Yeah.
All right, so I agree with the 150 though. I'll tell you that. I agree with all the early ones. Although I will say 25 and 50, they have no effective difference at all.
Yeah, really.
It's actually just more expensive to do 25 than the 50 in this case.
Hmm. I'd like to do something like this to put in like next archives or something, so players have a general idea to not just overshoot their fucking luck.
Yeah, like a lot of people do. Cougar.
Something to go off of.
Yeah, but wooden decks are slowly falling out of favor right now. It's just not slowly, they're pretty rapidly falling out of favor just because they get set on fire so easy.
That fire's pretty bad. Um, I don't really know what would be the solution to that. I mean, we could easily make it STS quality, but
I think
then
I have said the solution before in VC, and one of the blocks we have is based on that idea. Is
the
the is
armored
you have an
block
armored wooden deck.
texture.
So like
Yeah.
you have the top part of like the top half is the
Mhm.
wood deck texture, and then the bottom half of it would be like
Mhm.
SDS, and that would show that it's an armored.
Do we have any armored decks at all?
No,
We have a block for one, but
we have singular one.
not actually coded to have the same strength as STS. It's even
Which,
weaker than normal
which
wood.
block are you talking about?
Let me go find it. It's one of the rotatable blocks.
Won't
Where
even
is
pop up for me.
Oh, maybe it got removed in the latest pack? Oh, is it Lodestone? That might be Lodestone.
Yeah, it's Lodestone. This.
Oh, I don't even remember who made that.
Dooley did.
Hmm.
Because
Who
we were
did he?
talking at a VC once, and I was like talking about my armored block idea, and he was like, "Oh, we could also just do a full gray side if you ever wanted to put it in like a, if you wanted to do like edge of the ship kind of stuff."
So so we want that to be an armored deck then, right?
Yep.
You can
Just
make
STS
a note
level.
here. Make a note here to change that.
Yeah,
What,
because
what, do- what do you
my
think more
idea was,
along the lines of STS or Class 1?
well, with
LVS2?
armored deck,
Mm-hmm.
let's see how many. First, we'd have to determine how many blocks we have that we could change, and then if you
There's a
determine
lot of
that,
that.
because I mean, what are the most common deck colors people use anyway? They
It's
use
just
mainly
birch. Birch is the
birch,
main wood.
and then you might use blue if you're using US ships.
Yeah, or black, but
Yeah. So
I
those are the
think
three. We'd only need 3 blocks, and then we'd have to.
aren't,
Oh, go ahead.
aren't the black and blue planks already the equivalent of STS right now?
I don't think
I,
they
I
are.
know I know they're stronger than normal wood. They're more fire resistant.
Okay, so say said birch, oak, and the colored ones. I know you resent it by accident. So if we did that, and let's say we wanted to have 2 levels for them because they are wooden planks. So let's say the 2 levels we'd have for would be STS and Class 1, and the bottom side of them would be Class 1 and Class 2 because it's half.
Yeah.
It's half of a.
I have an idea I want to throw out here.
Go ahead.
Is that
What about you just make your deck out of STS, Class 1, Class 2, whatever, and then use pressure plates where we could even fill out the pressure plate model and make it so it doesn't pop down when you step on it, and have that as a covering, a wood covering over your armored deck.
That would
I
actually
think
be a lot easier.
it would, but there is one thing, and this is kind of one of the ideas that I had. It'd be it's edge blocks. I mean, I know it's a standard ivory ship to have an edge row, like the outer hull being white or gray or whatever the hell. But
No, he was
one thing
saying make it fill. So
we
like
could
fill the
also
entire
just
block.
turn a carpet into it. I mean, we have
Well,
moss
yeah.
stuff.
I mean, carpet's fine too, but I was just thinking, we see the big issue I was just kind of thinking about with the armored lodestone block, and which is fine and stuff, but it's just that, like, well, people want their different varieties and textures of decks, and
Yeah.
we're only going to have one color of armored one, or unless we come up with more. And so that's why I was just thinking, why not just use normal armored blocks, but then put yeah, we could use carpet or pressure, yeah, either or, but just have the different colors and varieties on that.
Right.
Is there a way you could make moss carpet not spread? Because you could do it with moss carpet
Um,
without losing anything.
growth, I mean, I think growth is turned. I don't know. I mean, you should test it and see if it spreads right now. Does it?
I don't think it might. I don't know if it spreads or not.
Yeah, I
So
actually kind of agree with Max on the pressure plates. They're already textured. All I have to do is to extend the fucking
no,
texture.
say. So what he's saying is they fill an entire block. Oh, but not on the full. Oh, I see what Say's saying.
What is
Okay,
he saying?
so come over to where Say is, and he has a
Doesn't
representation or
help.
something. So yeah, even
That
if
doesn't.
these are full blocks, it would leave a stone like right here. You'd still be able to see like the deck under this, under the
Yeah, but
head.
I mean, isn't that kind of? I mean, isn't it okay that there's some metal parts around the deck still? I mean,
To me, there is, but
and
there's certain
and if it
people that.
really bothers you, you just put wood underneath this block, and then it might be a weak spot, but you can armor it underneath. I mean, it seems to me you can compromise around it still.
Yeah, I agree with Max here.
We could still use carpet if you'd rather than the pressure plates. The thing with the pressure plates is they do have like a down model, I think, and
Yeah.
we'd have to replace all the down models to make it just the same as the raised model, so it doesn't look like they're pushed. But yeah, we could do the carpet, but we'd have to manually override the models and make however many different woods you want to do for different decks.
Yeah, it'd have to be 4 woods, which would mean we'd lose several carpets.
I had a couple things Max wanted to talk to you about.
Okay.
It's one of them is a trapdoor, and I know you don't normally like it being brought up because we have so few of them. But I think that one that most of the players that I've asked can agree on is that a railing trapdoor would be very useful. For on superstructures, there are a lot of walkways that are only one wide around the sides of superstructure areas. And I think being able to use trapdoors as railing would be extremely useful.
Yeah.
That would allow more compact walkways that won't take up a large amount of the superstructure space on certain vessels. That could also be used for grading, since people also ask for that.
Yeah. It's not gonna, it's not gonna actively connect to what's next to it, so it's just gonna have to be a straight shot of it, but you could do that.
Yeah, you could
Yeah,
just make it so the 2 edges are the rail, and then have the connecting part in the middle.
Yeah.
Or wait, one edge be rail chain.
I mean,
It is just an idea, though. Because I had
we only got one free trapdoor.
yeah, for now,
Yep.
that's the big issue. Because I started on the porthole one. You remember that because I was bugging you about it. But I don't think that would be as universally useful to players as this would be.
Nope. Although Pirate's obsessed with it.
Fuck bombs and airplane guns and stuff.
I've actually figured a good way to put airplane guns on.
But I just wanted your opinion on that. Which one do you think would be more beneficial to the server to have for now? Because I think we get 1 or 2 more in the next Minecraft update.
We get 2 more.
2 more? Okay. And then we can open
Yeah,
it up.
whatever.
It's whatever. And there were a few things I wanted to go through and remodel some stuff and just see what you thought.
Okay.
Barrels, I'm thinking about changing those up a little bit. Possibly going for an equal texture on all of them instead of one being dark gray and one being white, one being
No, damn it. Why does this keep coming up? I like being. Some of the barrels will look too similar if they're their same color. Like the small, medium ones, at least. Like the large are kind of obvious, but I just like there being a slight shade difference to help the different types stand out. That's.
what I can do is I can make the 3 to 5 inch like an almost an STS ish or even a cobblestone, and then the mediums can be 1.0 texturing, and then the large can be 2.0 texturing. Maybe something like that. So
Okay.
it'd still be the same color, just different shades, like you said. I don't know. I said I just wanted to play around with it and see what happens.
All right. Yeah. Go for it.
Blocks bigger.
It's a fuse box. Just look up fuse box.
Yeah, no, someone was asking in chat. Button C.
Oh.
That's the one sign that I remember. Oh, the fuse. What?
Yeah, literally what I just said.
No, they're looking for the switchboard.
But yeah, it's fine with me, Ballistic. Go for it.
We should test it
Alright.
before we, anything gets.
Yeah, of course.
Giggle.
That's cool.
And then anything else? Ooh.
I mean, if y'all have any other ideas, I'm gonna start making a fucking list. If I start getting back into this crap,
Well, Flame has one.
I forgot what one it was. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He wants turret shrouds that can be placed in between barrels.
that's
Yeah.
a nice
So
idea.
Yeah, so and just to be clear, because we had to talk about for a moment before I could understand, but like yeah, barrels that are only one block apart, like you can wrap canvas around it, but in between the barrels, you can only put canvas on one side and not on both.
Yeah.
And
I guess the problem with that would be, well, actually,
You could do it with a fence gate. That's what I was saying.
yeah. And what I can probably make it do is when it's closed, it's tan, and when it's open, it's black. So that way we can cover both grounds there.
Oh no, Say's saying the casemate thing again.
Yeah, he's mentioned that. I don't really know
How
how to
you
do
do
that.
that? You'd have to put it like on a barrel, I would think, right?
Well, the thing is,
But
it
then
has
you'd
to
have to do that
rotate
for
with the
two
barrel.
different barrel sizes. No, we know what you're talking about. It's the fact that you'd probably have to do it for two different barrel sizes because you'd need it for 6 and 3 to 5. And it, what block would you use for it? It'd have to be a block that connects to glass. One of the walls.
Yes, but here's the thing. Casemates have only one port in the whole rotating cylinder, and you have to make that rotate, but the only thing that actually rotates with a cannon is the barrel and the breech. Nothing else. Unless Max models but codes that in, that just sounds. Bro, look at a casemate gun. It's literally just an armored half cylinder with a hole in the middle of it for the barrel to push. Yes, so in order to make that work here, you have to make the fucking cylinder rotate with the barrel. Yes. So you'd have to code that in.
I can see what Say's talking about. I just still don't know.
and part of the problem is that when it rotates, it's going to leave a hole behind where that was, so it's not really going to have that desired effect. It's almost like you need you need a special block that is normally sealed up, but the cannon is allowed to poke through it, and then when it pokes through it, it turns into the shroud block.
Cinemore's.
So
He
you're not
sort of said
you're not
something about.
describing this well. I'm not gonna lie to you, Chief. But I could show a model. I could
So
mock it up,
With the
but
introduction of the new breaches that you're working on, Max, that opens up two glass panes, right? I mean, they're still usable as breaches currently, but
yeah, well, I'm gonna keep them right now just so that not everyone's forced to switch over yet, but eventually, yeah, they can be freed up, and I kind of was thinking of reserving them for sailing ship cannon use,
yeah,
but
that's right. I remember that.
no, I'd rather it be sailing. I'm not gonna lie to you.
what were you
Sorry, Say.
thinking?
No, I was just bringing it up to mention to say no more, but I'd forgotten that you had mentioned that about sailing ships.
Yo,
Hello,
Yo.
Gum Gum.
how's it going?
Pretty decent, pretty decent. I think I'm gonna end stream right now.
So I think I can show you what I was talking about with the cannons, like for Salem.
Yeah, ending stream real quick. Just there, much didn't get done, and I still want to be in this VC, but I don't know if anyone else cares right now. So it's just how it goes. So thank you all for watching.